Hello, everybody, and indeed, ChicagoTonyV here, and I want to talk about being sick, but still maintaining your food plan. So, full disclosure, I am in the throes of some sort of cold, some sort of flu deal right now. So, I've not been feeling good for about a week. And as always, when I'm sick, it's a little more difficult to try and stay to my plan of eating. I want to call it a diet plan. I don't really know what to call it, but basically what I'm trying to do is combat, I'm trying to not be a processed food addict. I'm trying to continue being clean, much the way an alcoholic stays off the scotch or whatever, much like a drug addict stays off drugs. That's what I'm trying to do with processed food. It's always more difficult for me when I'm sick. How about you? Are you that way? It's hard, isn't it? So I want to share just 3 simple ideas that help get me through these times of woe when I just don't feel the best. So in no particular order, I will share with you. First of all, number 1, keep it simple. Keep it simple. What I mean by this is, a lot of people who are trying to lose weight, you're getting caught up in perfection. I shouldn't say you are. I'll say we are. I'm a huge perfectionist. I'm an all or nothing type of person. And so I like for it to be perfect. If I have one little milk dud or whatever, well, the sky is falling. Life is over. I'm gonna gain 80 pounds. So we always need to safeguard against this type of thinking, but especially when we're sick, okay? I think it's important to keep it simple. So my feeling is I'm not trying to set any records when I'm sick. I'm just trying to survive, okay? Don't try to dominate, just try to survive. Meaning just try to stick to your plan, okay? Try to do a good job and don't freak out about it. So I generally don't like to weigh myself anyway, but certainly while I'm sick, I'm not watching the scale. Let's not forget that half of the medicines you use when you're sick, especially the over-counter stuff, they mess with you anyway. There's sugar in so many things. I have cough drops here, right? Ricola, these deals. These things are they're full of sugar, probably. I don't know. I didn't look, but I try not to use them, but I've been so beside myself. I have a little bit. Again, we're not trying to be perfect. I think that's important. It's certainly important for me. I'm just trying to survive. I'm not trying to dominate when I'm sick. There's times to be perfect and celebrate that. When you're really sick, you're not going to be perfect, okay? Number two, when I'm sick, I have groceries delivered. Oftentimes, I don't like to have groceries delivered just in my general everyday life for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's more expensive. And in this day and age, who has an extra shekel to spend on groceries? I mean, come on, right? It's more expensive. But then the other thing is I like to pick out my own produce, okay? If you're trying to eat a healthy diet, if you're trying to head toward or to maintain a healthy body weight, I'm heading toward. I need to lose still 40 or 50 pounds. At any rate, I'm going to be eating a lot of produce, right? I like to pick out my produce on my own. But going to the grocery store at a time like this when I'm sick, it's not something I want to do. So I just go ahead and relent, and I have groceries delivered. You should consider doing the same thing. This really helps me. Number 3, easy, tasty meals. Easy, tasty meals. To me, this is very, very important. When I'm sick, I'm just hanging on to everything. I feel less than. I feel lethargic. The last thing I want to do is make a difficult meal. I don't have the energy to put forth. So if you are trying to lead a healthy lifestyle, if you're battling against the modern food supply and all these processed foods, you're going to be eating a lot of natural, healthy food. And you want to be well-versed in some very easy meals. By easy, I mean low prep work. You want them easy and you want them delicious to you. Okay, so I actually have such meals, believe it or not. So here's what I had earlier today. I had baked sweet potato. I just slice up sweet potato. I put them right in my air fryer. Easy, no problem. That's it. I'm not, no sauces, no nothing, just sweet potato. And romaine lettuce. All it takes for me to make a meal in this setting is I slice sweet potato into sections that I can put in my air fryer. I hit start on my air fryer. And for my romaine lettuce, I can get a bag of pre-cut, pre-washed romaine lettuce, no problem. Boom, end of story. And to me, because I've been eating clean and because I let myself get hungry, et cetera, it's actually pretty delicious to me. Now, if I want to go further, I might put a nice low-calorie, no sugar, no salt dressing, no oil dressing on it. I might not. Like this morning, I didn't have to. No dressing, plain. Sounds crazy, but it's true. Very, very tasty to me. Easy, tasty meals. So these are the three things. Number one, keep it simple. Just try to survive. You're not trying to dominate. You're not trying to set records when you're sick. Just try to survive. You want to get to the end of your sickness and say, you know what, I didn't do too bad. You know, thank goodness that's over. Number two, have groceries delivered. Number three, easy, tasty meals. That's it. I hope this has helped you. And I hope you feel better soon. Hey, as a little bonus, believe it or not, if I had to add a number 4, this is off the top of my head right now. If I had to add a number 4, I would say some sort of community support. Now, you might be a member of something like an Overeaters Anonymous, you know, or some other support group. And if you are, that's awesome. These days they have, you can find meetings all over the place, all over the world, really. And I've sat in on those from time to time, and they're great. Some sort of support group would really help. Now, having said that, I'm actually, I just had this idea. I'm going to start doing Zoom meetings every week. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to sit there on a Zoom meeting. And if you're watching this, if you're someone who's been fighting processed food addiction, you're just having a hell of a time losing weight, whatever. I want to create a safe place, anonymous. You don't even need to tell me who you are, whatever. We're going to sit around and shoot the bull and talk, you know, surviving and thriving in this setting where all these addictive, horrible, fattening foods are everywhere. How do we deal with it? I'm going to be happy to share everything that's been working for me. So I'll put in the description below the stuff to the Zoom. I'm going to have a standing Zoom call. Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern. Let's talk about it, folks. Hope to see you there. Again, this is Chicago Tony V. Hope you feel better.